Hello, class. Before we get started, let's go ahead and take out your notebooks, grab your notes from the front of the classroom, and make sure you have your pencils and something to write with. While you do that, and while we get ready for everybody else to join the class, let's make sure we think about something good. Think about something good that's happened to you today. Think about something good that's happened to you today and be ready to share out. You might get called on to share out. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds. All right, now that everyone's in the classroom, I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds to think about uh, something good that's happened to you today. What is something positive that's happened to you today? Okay, so to get things started, I am actually feeling really good about this. So I'm gonna go first, just today, on something good that's happened to me. So to me, something good that happened is that I was able to wake up really early today, and I was felt really prepared to be in class today. I got here to school extra early so I can be extra prepared, give me time to not be rushed and actually breathe and get ready for class. So I think that's really something really good that happened to me today. Now, let's get 3 volunteers, 3 people to volunteer to tell me something good that's happened to them today. Thank you, Jessica, for volunteering. Can you tell me something good that's happened? Oh, you found out you're having a baby sister. That's actually something really good. So, um, are you excited? Awesome. So I need 2 more volunteers. Something good that's happened to you today. Andrew, thank you for volunteering. Can you tell us something good that's happened? You made it to all your classes on time. That is a good thing that's happened. Remember, we do not want to be tardy. We do not want to be tardy to different classes. Finally, one more person. I need one more person to share out something good that's happened to them. Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing. Remember, the reason I like doing this is so we can think about all the good things that's happened and not the bad. I know sometimes we focus on the negativity and we shouldn't. Let's focus on the positivity so we can have a great rest of our day. So, let's go ahead and get started. Today we'll be learning about congruency of triangles. So I'm going to read the objective first, and then I'm going to ask somebody to read the objective for me. So students will be able to prove 2 triangles are congruent by side, angle, side, angle, side, 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 angle, angle, side, and hypotenuse leg. So Jessica, can you go ahead and read it out for me? Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, something you could have noticed from this objective is that there's a lot of sides and sides and sides and angles and angles and angles and angles. So, I mean, we know triangles. Triangles have those sides and angles. So, I know it looks kind of confusing or it looks very repetitive right now, but once we get done with the lesson, hopefully you will be able to recognize what we're talking about and it doesn't look all just like a big old bunch of messes of sides and angles. And again, if you get lost during the lecture or if you get lost during class and you forget what we're doing, you can always look up at the board and our objective is stated right there. So you know what is happening in our class. So congruency of triangles. Let's go ahead and get started and watch this video. Alrighty, let's go ahead and watch the video. So while you watch the video, what I want you to think about is, ha, do you agree? Do you think all of these are always congruent? Um, is there something they forgot to add? What else do you know is congruent? What else do you see that are triangles um, in our real life? What else do you see that has congruent triangles? So I want you to pay attention to that and think about that while you watch the video. So let's go ahead and start. Awesome. So now that the video's over, again, a quick 30 more seconds to think about where else do you see triangles are congruent, and are all these triangles always going to be congruent, or is it depending on how or what you do with it? So let's go ahead and think about it. Five more seconds to think. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna use my random name generator, and let's pull it up and see who I am going to call. First person up is Anna. So Anna, can you please tell me something you noticed about this video? The sandwiches, the one that's on the screen. So yes, that is true. So sometimes sandwiches aren't always exactly cut the same. Sometimes they're not just right in the cut right in the middle where they both sides are equal. Sometimes we cut more to one side or less to one side. We're humans. We make mistakes. But I don't know about y'all, but when I was growing up with my siblings and we were sharing something, ooh, I would get that ruler and I will measure to the cents. Like to every single line I would measure exactly the way it's supposed to be, to each centimeter, even the centimeter size, so it could be precise. So because I mean I wouldn't want them to have more than me. That's not possible. So I that's something that with something like that, then yeah, maybe each side is the same, right? Because we want to make sure it's the same. But if you're just in a rush and it's for you and you just want to cut it in half, you don't always cut it where both sides are equal or the same. That is true. It is similar to the pizzas. If you go, let's say you go to Pizza Hut and they cut your pizza, are all the slices the same? Are they all congruent to each other? Or maybe there's one that's congruent to the other, but they are not congruent to each other. So two pizza slices could be congruent in our box, but that doesn't mean that the other five slices are congruent to those two pizza slices, right? Not all the triangles are congruent. So that's something we need to consider. So now that we have this, I will be passing out a note card to everyone. And in this note card, what I want you to do is look at your triangle, see it, analyze it, and try to find your match. I'm not saying what type of match, but try to find the match that works with you. And then we will be discussing why you decided to pair up together.